Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily here on MLSsoccer.com. Josh Weisenhunt joined here by Nick Furshaw. Happy Friday to all of you. Obviously, we're getting ready for a big Friday night clash tonight on NBC Sports Network. Sporting Kansas City and DC United. All of a sudden, Sporting have a shot at that supporter shield, but we are here to talk about Saturday because Saturday has potential to be pretty crazy. Nick, a lot of games. Which one is your favorite? Which one are you looking at?
I know we're all going to talk about Real Salt Lake and Portland, and we're going to get to that in a second, but you look at the daytime action, matchups in the East and the West that mean a whole lot, and I'll focus on the Colorado Rapids game, 6 p.m. Eastern against the Vancouver Whitecaps. It's on MLS Live, and the reason I like it is because these two teams are going to face off twice in the last 2 weeks of the season, just one of those scheduling snafus. The Rapids are at home in this one. They need a win, and then they need some help from the Quakes to lose or draw on Sunday, and they're in. If they can get a win at Dick's Sporting Goods Park and knock the Vancouver Whitecaps down a little bit, it's just one less team they have to deal with. I think the Rapids are probably deserving of a playoff spot this season, but still some work to do, and they might have to do this without Dylan Powers. He's had an injury all week long, a concussion that he's trying to come back from. The Rapids need to get it done at home, and then, like all of us, they're going to turn around and watch TV on Sunday and see how the Quakes do.
Yeah, and of course, if you switch conferences, go back east, we have Montreal and Philly. That one's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern. That's the first game on Saturday. Obviously now, Montreal, Philadelphia, they can't get in no matter really what happens in that match. Either team would need some help. Montreal, I don't think at this point they're looking at any other teams. They need to figure out what's going on in their camp. Obviously, the midweek match, the trip to LA, rested some of their guys, but again, they were still ineffective going forward. So we'll see how that one pans out. Of course, big Saturday coming up. Make sure you check out all the matches, all the fixtures on MLSsoccer.com/schedule. Well, Nick, of course, we mentioned it at the top. Portland RSL is also going to be on Saturday. In addition to everything else that's going on, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the MLS stream of the week, so you can watch it for free on MLSsoccer.com. And Nick, I mean, this is shaping up. I mean, there's no bigger match in the regular season than this one.
Yeah, no excuse not to watch this one when you consider how great the games between these two teams have been this year. 2 regular season matchups and then the U.S. Open Cup final, which Real Salt Lake won. Portland really haven't figured out Jason Kreis and RSL this year. They had that dramatic draw earlier this season, the 3-3 draw where Cole Grossman scored very, very late for RSL up at Geldwen Field. For the Timbers, though, this is a big game for them, not just because possibly the top seed in the Western Conference is at stake. This is another one of those statement games. They beat the Galaxy. They beat the Sounders. Can they beat Real Salt Lake? They've played as well as any team over the last month. While RSL has sort of struggled a little bit lately. Offensively, they're doing a little bit of what they did last year, which is struggling to score goals down the stretch. That's what doomed them in the playoffs last year. Portland, for the most part, is healthy. They might miss Diego Valeri in this one, and then on the RSL side, Kyle Beckerman and Alvaro Saborio coming back from international duty, so who knows what toll fatigue is going to take coming into this game. This is the best game of the weekend by far. No excuse not to watch this one. Top seed in the Western Conference at stake.
Yeah, and you can watch that one. Again, like we said, it's the MLS Stream of the Week, so head over to MLSsoccer.com/stream of the week. Sign up for an account, and you'll be good to go. Saturday night, 10:30, Portland Timbers and Real Salt Lake. It gets no bigger than that. All right, well, of course, we have all those big matchups on Saturday, Nick, but there also are a couple more on Sunday. Starting off 4 p.m. Eastern, Houston Dynamo and New York Red Bulls from BBA Compass Stadium. What do we expect out of this one?
A big game in the East. The Houston Dynamo actually can't clinch a playoff spot, even with a win on Sunday. They need a little bit of help in some of the other games, but I still think they're going to win this game. This is when Dominic Kinnear's guys start to pull it together. They had that draw against Kansas City last time out. I think that was a disappointment for them. I think they match up well against the New York Red Bulls, even though the Red Bulls took it to them a little bit earlier this season. But again, this is when Dominic Kinnear's guys start rolling. So if they can get a win here in the penultimate game of the regular season, bodes well for them going into the playoffs. Now, the same can also be said about the LA Galaxy. That's the night game against the San Jose Earthquakes. It's at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, and the Galaxy are one of only 4 teams that can outright clinch a playoff spot with a win. They don't need any help. They just need to knock off Chris Wondolowski and the Quakes. They're going to get Landon Donovan back. They're going to get Robbie Keane back in this game at full strength. And everybody looking at Landon Donovan, is this the game that he breaks the MLS all-time scoring record, right? At home against his former team. Could be a very big game for Landon Donovan, but the Quakes, again, they've been very, very good over the last month. So on the road in LA with these two teams, you never know what's going to happen. It's always a pretty good game when they go at it.
It certainly will be. The Cali Classico, always fun to watch. Again, that one's 10:30 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night on ESPN. The stage is set for Landon Donovan to break Jeff Cunningham's all-time goal-scoring mark in MLS history, and of course for the LA Galaxy, potentially to clinch a playoff spot that they've been after all season. That does it for us here on The Daily. Great weekend coming up. We hope you guys have as much fun as we do. We'll talk to you guys on Monday.